There we go. Okay, there we go. There we go. See, I'm trying to use another phone, my other phone, and I always seem to have an echo, but I think I got it now. I thought I was good before I hit go live, but apparently not. But hey, everybody, I'm Angel B, and welcome to Angel B Designs. If you are new here, welcome. If you're not, welcome back. So I don't plan on today being a 4-hour live. I think I'm good. So the patches last week tried to take me down, but I think I got it now. I've been practicing. I actually made a patch, my own patch, and I've tested it like 3 times now. So I'm really proud of that. But today we're going to do another patch, the one that I made, and then we're going to work on an order. I just took this was the one I planned on doing, but I got here at like 6. And so I just threw this on the machine. It just now got done. So I already have the other one hooped. It's going to be a pink sweatshirt. So we will go ahead and clean this one up. It's already on the machine. I just have to get it started. And then we'll go on over to the Poolin and we'll do the patch. So I'm going to start off by saying hello to everybody because y'all could be anywhere and y'all decided to be on live with me, and I appreciate that. I got my Stanley. I did not leave it in the car, so everything should be smooth sailing. Okay, but this is the patch that I made. It's kind of similar to this file here, the pray on it, over it, through it. And then for the patch, I just did pray on it. So this part is applique. It's a double applique. I still have a piece right here I didn't weed out. And then this is just a satin stitch underneath it there. So this is it. This was the first one I did. You guys, I don't know what it is about that first layer, but I always forget to lay the glitter down on my first layer. So when I was doing it on this one, the backing is the felt, like this is felt because I forgot to lay the glitter. But then when I did it the second time, I remembered the glitter. I don't know why. I've done that at least 6 times now. But anyways, I did it in purple. This is purple and silver. I know on camera it kind of looks white, but it's silver. And then I did this one red, black, and silver. I did not use the plastic because last week I realized the plastic is for if you're going to sew your patches. I do not have a sewing machine, so I don't need to use the plastic. I do have some. I may give it away for those who sew. I don't know, but we'll see. I'm going to hold on to it for a little bit, and then it may end up being a giveaway. If you don't sew, then you would do heat and bond for iron-on. Okay, so these are what we're doing today. I'm going to do Lion's colors, so it's going to be silver and blue and black. Silver, blue, and black. So I'm excited about that. I don't know. I love these little patches. I'm in my patch era. I know these are big, but I was actually, so Xavier had, and I'm going to say hello to everybody, which y'all know I got to run my mouth a little bit in the beginning. Zay had his first basketball game today. And when we were in the car driving to his game, I was talking to my husband about patches. And he was like, what do you mean by patches? And so on Thanksgiving, one of our family friends came over and he had on a Lions bomber jacket that had patches on it. And he had complimented him on his jacket. And so I was like, you remember when so-and-so came over on Thanksgiving and he had that bomber jacket that had the Lions patches all over it? He was like, yeah. Oh, you mean like you would make those patches? I said, yeah, I make the patches. And so he was like, I didn't know you could do that. I'm like, yeah, I could do that. And then he was like, oh my gosh, you got to sell that and da da da. So we got into a whole conversation about that. But anyways, CJ was in the car and he was like, what are you guys talking about? And so my husband showed him a picture of like a bomber jacket with patches on it. And so CJ wants a bomber jacket with like, he wants a soccer ball. He wants his nickname CJ. He wants, what else did he say? He wants a Messi patch. Messi is a soccer player. He wants the Lions logo because his favorite football team is the Lions. His favorite soccer team, I don't remember what the soccer team name is. It's whatever team Messi plays on. And he just went down the list and said that he wanted a whole bunch of like his favorite things on the bomber jacket. I don't know about that, but we'll see if I can do it. But anyways, I'm in my patch era. I know I'm late to the party because I know y'all was in y'all patch era like last year. So I'm a little late to the party, but that's fine. I'm in my patch era now. Let me scroll up and say hello to everybody. This file is, okay, one other thing. This file is on my website. So you guys, I'm going to be moving away from Etsy, not using it as much. Their fees are just crazy. And I've spent like, I launched my Shopify website, I want to say back in March or April of this year. And ever since then, I've truly been taking the time to learn Shopify and the platform and everything like that. So with that being said, I'm going to be moving away from Etsy altogether and moving strictly to a website. So eventually all of my digital files will be on my website, but moving forward, like after today, if I sell a digital file, it's going to be on my website. It is not going to be on Etsy. I do have some sweatshirts listed on Etsy. I'm going to be probably removing those this week. And so the only way you can purchase a sweatshirt is through my website. So yeah, I'm just going to slowly start moving away from Etsy. I don't like their fees. I've learned Shopify. I have learned my website. I know how to edit it. I know how to, promote it, market it, all those things. So I'm going to be strictly moving to a website. So I am selling this file and it's on my website. I'm going to list it right now just because I'm saying it. But as always, this is my email address. If you ever have a problem with something you purchased on my website, you can send me an email. I'm going to make sure probably tomorrow that my contact me page is updated with my email address and everything. So you can locate my email address on my website as well. But, there we go. But yeah, I'll be moving away from Etsy. Hopefully by like the end of January. Maybe. I don't know. Like, I don't know if I'm going to close the Etsy shop, but I'm just like moving after today. I'm not going to be uploading any new designs onto Etsy. Nothing new will be added to Etsy. And then I'll just be slowly adding the things that are old that are on there, either deleting them altogether or just transferring them over to my website. So just a little FYI. All right. Hey, DW. How are you? Hey, Rhonda. Hey, Mama Girl. Hey, Monique. D. Wilson. Hey, Precious Pieces. Hey, Unbiased. And Bobby. What is everybody working on? Hey, Martha. Picture Me Crafting, Retired Crafter. Alicia, hello. Sipping Crafts, hello. Addie, hello. Hey, Marilyn. Hey, Anna. Andy Smith and Sharon. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Nicole. Hey, Josette, sorry. Hey, Rondria. Hey, Patrice Boo. Hey, Pamela and Marlise. Creative Notions, hello. Hey, Mary Brown. Hey, Taryn. I don't think my names are going to go back to normal. Hey, Michelle. Hey, Jennifer. It's been a couple weeks now. Hey, Tracy. Hey, Barb LaFond. How are you? How is everybody? Z&Z Creations. Hello. Hey, Nawan. I need to add this. You know what? If you are a member, you guys, I'm going to add this to my membership because I'm selling this file. So for my members, if you're a member on this channel, matter of fact, I'm about to write it down right now. I'm going to have this patch available in the community tab for the members tomorrow, no later than tomorrow. Post patch to community. I will have this up no later than tomorrow, probably evening, because Xavier has an orthodontist appointment in the morning. But I almost forgot. Thank you, Unbiased. Thank you, Michelle. Okay, I am scrolling. That peeling of the glitter HCV looks so. It is. Hey, Vicky, did you receive your patch? Okay, your file. So Vicky she was the first person to purchase a digital file from my website. And I want to make sure it was delivered because I've never used Shopify for digital files. So did you receive your file? Okay. Were you able to download it? Thank you, guys. Hey, Carrie, thank you. Okay, so I'm just scrolling, seeing if there's any questions. Thank you, Sippin' Crafts. What would you put those on? Beautiful, I need that file. Yep, Michelle, it's listed in my description box. So you will put these like on a jacket, or because they're bigger. So I have it in an 8, 9, and 10 inch. These are the 8, I believe. Or 9, I can't remember. These are either the 8 or the 9 inch patches that I made. But if you purchase the file, you're gonna get an 8 inch. It's like 8 by 5. The 9 inch is like 9 by 5 point something, and then the 10 inch is like 5.5, maybe something like that. But you're gonna get those 3 sizes. And because they are bigger, like you can put them. You see how it's almost the size of my hoodie here, my sweatshirt. So a 10 inch probably for sure would be the same size as this. Or actually, I think I made my design 10 and a half. But you can put it on the front of a shirt. You could put this like on a book bag. You can put this on a duffel bag. Like if you wanted to make a duffel bag to take to the gym, you can put this on a duffel bag. You can put them on hoodies, t-shirts. If you have embrilliants, you can resize them a little bit to go smaller if you want a smaller one. If you have, or not even just embrilliants, but if you have some kind of embroidery software, you can resize it smaller a little bit. If you know how to play around with the file to resize it, you can do that to make it smaller. That's fine if you want to put it on something smaller. And then honestly, the way that this file is set up, it doesn't even necessarily have to be a patch. I think you can just like, if you wanted to just embroider the, I'm trying to think about how the file, I mean, it would be like a double applique. The way that it's kind of set up, it would be almost like a double applique. I think the tension might just have to be a little bit different if I'm not mistaken. Monique, that's a good idea. Maybe I'll make the other two. That's a good idea. NBA creative. I don't know. Me and my husband were talking about Letterman jackets because I thought Letterman jackets and the bomber jackets were the same thing, but apparently the Letterman jackets are supposed to have like your accomplishments on it in high school, which makes sense. I kind of knew that. I just didn't put two and two together because if you think about a Letterman jacket, it'll have like if they're valedictorian, it'll have that on there. If they're the captain of the whatever team, it'll have that on there. If they're in like a club, like do they still have, what is it, the ROTC? Do they still have that? Do they still do that in high school? If they had stuff like that, it would be on that jacket. So now that I think about it, that obviously makes sense. But yes, I don't know if they do it. I haven't seen any, but I also am not often around high schoolers, so I wouldn't know. Yeah, you don't have a sewing machine yet, girl. It's in the same secret place as Delanda's. Yes, Bobby. Mine is with Delanda's, keeping hers company. Mm. Tell Clarence's wife is that deal, okay? Y'all, that little bomber jacket for CJ, I don't know. I don't know. A Shopify course. Okay. I don't know if I'm like that proficient to where I can like be teaching. I don't know about all that. I know the ins and outs and like the workings of it, but like I did not design my website. So I hired a Shopify designer to actually like design it. So like my picture, the color, the pink, the yellow, the little squigglies that you see moving. Like, I don't know if y'all noticed that because at first I didn't. It took me like 3 months to even notice that those waves, they actually move. I didn't realize they were moving until like 2 months ago. But all of that, like I didn't do all of that. I hired somebody to design it, like set up the meat and potatoes for me. And then after that, I'm able to kind of maneuver around it from that. But the whole designing, that part almost took me out. So I can't design it. Or like the initial setup of the store, I can't do that. But once you get it set up, once you get it going, once you got like I don't know, if you're good at stuff like that, I would say go ahead and do it. But if you're not, I would say hire somebody. I just hired somebody and was like, listen, this is what I need. Set it up for me. Like do the foundation for me, and then I can figure out like if I want to add a product or a listing, I can figure that out. If I want to move this button from this screen to this screen, like I can do that. But just set up the foundation for me and then I'll take it from there. Is kind of how I did it. Oh, there we go. Alicia, you said you know how to design Shopify websites? There you go. XXX file, the same as BX files. No, that I'm not for sure of. Why would he send me that message and he know I'm on live? Now I'm about to be stressed out. So earlier today, when I was at the house, I was making plates for everybody before we went to Zay's game. And I was in the kitchen and I'm like, I kept hearing a hissing noise. And I was like, I asked Clarence, I'm like, what is that noise? He's like, I don't know what that noise is. I've been hearing it all day. And so we had to walk out to get to Zay's game one time. So he didn't investigate the noise. And he had been hearing it all day and for whatever reason didn't investigate it during the day either. He just investigated what the noise was outside. He said a pipe bust. Our entire backyard is flooded. You know, God works in mysterious ways because my she shed would have been back there. My she shed would have been back there by now. That's crazy. I don't even know what kind of problem that is, but I just know that's my husband's problem. So that I ain't even about to worry about that. That's his problem. Okay. That is his problem. All right, let me scroll. Let me get my bill. So I saw 2 little green thingies. Let me go to the starred comments. There we go. 3 starred comments. So Didi's been a member for 28 months. Thank you. And then Tanya and Bobby are new members. Thank you so much for joining the channel, guys, or being members. I truly appreciate it. Which Apple Watch do I wear? I actually don't have my Apple Watch on today, but I don't know. I bought it like 2 years ago. All right, I am scrolling. So if I missed any of your questions, please go ahead and ask them again. Okay, really did work for me with the she shed because I don't know. Also, if I would have been back there, I would have noticed the pipe busted and it wouldn't have taken me all day. So granted, I probably wouldn't have let it flood the whole backyard because I would have saw it because I was back there, but whatever. Again, like I said, y'all, that's not my problem. That sounds like a husband problem. That sounds like a husband's problem. That doesn't sound like a problem a wife would deal with. So I'm not gonna stress about it. I just like her to say it's awesome. Thank you. Anna's been a member for 10 months and Deborah a member for 16 months. Thank you so much. I hope Levi is having a great. So Levi had a 50-50 day today. They said that the morning was pretty rough, but then they said that they were able to turn it around. So he had a not so great morning and a better afternoon. That's definitely a husband problem. What's the best single needle for a beginner? So when it comes to like that question, what's the best machine for a beginner, right? I feel like I can't necessarily answer that question because I've only used one single needle and I've only used one multi-needle. It's really hard for me to say which one is the best for beginners because I don't have experience with all of them. I know that I was a beginner when I started with my single needle and I was able to do a lot of larger projects. So when I was searching for an embroidery machine as a beginner with no embroidery experience, I was looking for a single needle that had the biggest embroidery bed that I could afford. And that was how I found the Poolin because it has a pretty large embroidery bed, which is 7.9 by 11. And that was what drew me to this machine, was the large area. I would suggest purchase the biggest embroidery machine that you can afford, that your budget will allow. Because if you go very, very small, you're going to want to upgrade. I'm going to tell you that right now. You are going to want to upgrade. It's going to take you, maybe if you play with your machine every single day, it'll probably take you like a full month to get all the kinks out. You won't be an expert, but you'll start to become an expert at your machine. And once you get all the kinks out, getting over that learning curve and all of that, you're immediately going to want to upgrade if you went small. So I would say purchase the largest embroidery machine that your budget will allow. The beginner part, embroidery is hard no matter where you start. Embroidery is hard no matter where you start. So just start with the maximum that your budget will let you, and everything else you'll learn. You will learn and you will pick up, because I feel like there's no easy way to get into embroidery. I feel like embroidery is hard. Not hard. It's a learning curve. You have to learn it. But I feel like as a newbie with zero experience, you're going to get tested. You are going to be tested. Okay. Your patience will be tested. Your eyesight will be tested. Your back will be tested. Y'all, the first time I cut fabric with my shears doing applique, my back was tested to the limit. Okay. And my eyesight. My eyesight and my back. I learned a little bit about myself that day. The first day I cut fabric, I learned a little bit about myself that day. Yes, Faith, I got the Poolin 06 first. Okay, let's go ahead. And the first thing I'm gonna do is get this going. This shouldn't take that long. It's a Zodiac. It's not gonna be tone on tone. She wants a pink sweatshirt with silver glitter. It's gonna be very pretty. And this is going to be, let me add it to the stage. Which one is it? This one. All right, let me know. All right, let me know if you guys can hear me still. I think you can, because I just heard myself. Okay, I cannot see the comments there. Hold on, let me pull up my live on my phone. Okay, you guys can hear me. Okay, great. So this is I already have it hooked in on the machine. This is going to be, let me double check the Zodiac sign. This is going to be a Virgo. So I need to add the pattern here. And change the colors of the thread. So this is going to be Sella. So this is going to be the color of the glitter. Hopefully you guys can see. You guys, I got to get like one more ring light in here. This is the color of the thread on the pink. So it's going to be really pretty. And then I'm going to do a quick trace to make sure it's lined up where it needs to be. I do this mostly to make sure it is close enough or far away from the collar. I'm pretty confident it's not going to hit my sides, but I do that to make sure that it's lined up with the collar. I've gotten pretty good at hooping now. So I'm like 98% on my hooping. And this is the glitter color. Yeah, I got this little magnetic ring light. Let's see if it sticks to this phone. Oh, it does. Look at that. Yeah, now y'all can see better. So this is the glitter color. Well, you can't see that good, but whatever. Okay. I just got one little jump stitch here I'm going to trim. Okay, I'm going to put this down and I'm going to take it back to the origin point. And then I'm going to have it set to stop right before the satin stitch so I can peel it. Okay. Now we're over here at the Poolin. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. I don't know why my ring light over here just stopped working. It might be my plug. I don't know. Well, whatever. Can you guys still hear me? Yes? Okay. Will you in the chat have the buy embroidery machine? Which one do you have? The mirror or the vision? Angela, I have the mirror. Okay, I'm gonna use my regular Poolin hose like we did last week. And I'm not gonna use the plastic. I wonder if I plug in my microphone, will y'all be able to hear me better? I'm gonna try it. Okay, can you guys hear me better now? Is this better or worse? Is this better or worse? Oh yeah, that sounds a lot better. Okay, great. Let me know if it starts to sound weird again. But we'll go with this for now. That actually sounded really good. I might have to use my microphone all the time. And then I won't have to like mute that one, this one, that one. I can walk, hopefully be able to walk all over without having to, you know, turn it, mute this one and mute that one. I think I ran out of bobbin. I did. I ran out of bobbin. I need to get one of those magnetic microphones. I like how they sound. This one I got from, I think, the TikTok shop. All right, I just had to change my bobbin real quick. All right. Hey, everybody popping in. I'm about to get this patch going. I'm not going to be using the plastic because I am an iron-on girly, not so. So I'm going to use 2 pieces of cutaway. This is the bottom of my hoop, and this is 2 pieces of cutaway. And then I'm just going to hoop that. Now, if you are thinking about getting a buy embroidery machine, and you're anything like me, with somebody who tries to skip all the directions and the direction videos and all of that, on these hoops, there's 2 arrows. You may not see it, but there's an arrow here, and there's an arrow that looks like that on the bottom hoop. Those are supposed to line up. That lets you know which side is the top and which one is the bottom. Because when I first got mine, I did not watch the videos, and I kept putting my hoop upside down, the top part. I kept putting it in upside down, and it wouldn't stay. And I threw my hoop across the room. And of course, it was user error. It was me. I was putting the top on upside down. That's my TikTok alarm, but I already posted my TikTok for today. All right. So using these hoops for patches is actually not that bad. I do not like using these hoops for shirts and like stuff like that. But using these hoops for patches it's been okay. All right, and I have my file on here already. I have some silver thread on here, but I need to switch it out to black. So I'm gonna just stick this on here. You guys, I found another old phone that I have, and so I think next week, I have to set it up. I had to erase it. I had a whole bunch of CJ stuff on it. So I'm gonna try to set that up so I can have another camera. I'm trying to set up like a whole bunch of cameras and ring lights so I can have a really good recording experience. I don't have a pre-recorded tutorial on this yet. I'm going to be recording one either tomorrow or Wednesday. And of course, I don't have my tweezers over here, to come out on Thursday. But now that I've done this quite a few times now, and I think I got the hang of it. All right, so I'm gonna push ready on my machine. The tension I have is 15, and right now it's just gonna do the placement stitch or the outline stitch for the placement stitch for the outline, which is where I'm gonna put my felt and my first layer of black glitter. Hey everybody popping in, thank you so much for being here. Anyone have any info on the Poolin 15 needle machine? So I think the Poolin 15 needle machine is by Buy. It's a Buy machine and a Poolin. They just kind of collaborated, but it's basically the Buy mirror. All right, I'm going to peel this glitter real quick. Let me know if you guys can still hear me. I'm not gonna peel all of it, just most of it. Like definitely around the outside edges. The inside part doesn't really bother me so much, but the outside part, like going around here, that, I don't know why that bothers me. I feel like with this microphone, y'all can hear me breathing. I feel like this microphone is like right under my nose. And y'all can hear me breathing. Okay, now I'm gonna go ahead and add in my felt. For this one, I'm gonna use, I have this gray felt. Trying to see if I can, not really. I can't really trim it. If I cut it, the piece that I cut off won't be big enough to do another batch. So I'm just gonna go ahead and lay the whole piece down. I'm just gonna lay it like further away. So if I can trim it, I can, I mean, if I can keep the trimmings, I will. You know what? This thread was supposed to be gray, not black. I am tripping. I'm gonna go ahead and switch that now. I'm glad I realized that before it did the stitching. I've never used this color gray before. I just now opened it, so I don't know. It kind of looks like a gunmetal rather than like a silver. Okay. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you guys, I did extend my Black Friday sale through Cyber Monday. So midnight tonight is 35% off the entire site, which does include that file I just uploaded, the one I'm doing now, this patch file. I'm gonna remove that from the stage. Here we go. And then I'm gonna press start. It seems that removing the outside extra will make it cleaner border. That's how I feel, Alicia. That's how I feel. the inside parts don't really bother me so much, but I do like to feel the outside border. I just feel like it does look a lot cleaner too. Okay, so this thread matches this felt pretty good. The only thing is my glitter, it's a little bit lighter. It's not as dark as the felt, but that's okay. I would prefer the thread to be darker than lighter anyway. If it had to be like a different shade, I would prefer it to be a darker shade. And I really want to know why this ring light when I turn on. So this is just doing the tack down stitch so we can go ahead and trim it. And I am gonna have to take it off to trim. You guys, my scissors are so dull. How do you guys sharpen your embroidery scissors? Like these are my favorite scissors, but they're dull and they're like they need a good cleaning. I know that, but they're also really dull. Well, I won't say really dull, but they're duller than I would like them to be. Especially like the tip here. I want the tip of my scissors right here to be sharp. So when you're getting in there, like trying to get that little jump stitch, it just cuts. The tip is very dull. The rest of it is okay. Also, I'm getting way faster at trimming this fabric. That's the key to doing pretty much anything is practicing. Because last week, maybe I was struggling. But now, me and these patches, me and this pulling, that was really the real reason I wanted to pull it back out was to learn how to do patches on the single needle. I've already got a request for like somebody wanted me to make a customized patch, and I probably will do it. I just not yet, y'all. Okay, just let me get a little bit of practice in. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to orders. I can't. Today I had to trash an order today. Actually, I didn't trash it. I'm gonna keep it for myself because it was a large purple sweatshirt. You guys, I made this entire sweatshirt, right? Unhooped it, trimmed it, pressed it, everything. When I went to trim the stabilizer on the back, I had done everything. I had peeled the glitter, I had trimmed all the jump stitches, I pressed it, everything. The last step I had to do was trim the stabilizer on the inside of the shirt. Do you know I cut a hole in the sweatshirt? Baby, that was almost my 13th reason, okay? Thankfully, the sweatshirt I did it to was a size large. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to keep it for myself because I didn't have one with that design on it yet in that color anyway. So I was like, just forget it. I'll just keep it for myself. And I remade it because I'm not sending a customer a sweatshirt that I cut a hole in the front of. Like it was right in the front on the side, like right here. So I'm like, yeah, it's mine. Where do you get the glitter sheets from? So this is mine come on a glitter roll. Let me show you. It's Siser. It's Siser vinyl. So I always buy my glitter by the rolls, like this, like the big rolls. I think this is the 12 by something yards. I buy them from Atlanta Vinyl, and y'all should have links in my description box because y'all can order to buy for me too, just so you know. But I buy big rolls of glitter from Atlanta Vinyl. Like this is one of the bigger ones. This one I'm almost out of. I have to order some more because I'm almost out of my silver. But I get it in the rolls like this, and then I just trim them up as needed. A knife sharpener. Okay, I have one at my house. I may have to order another one. Visionary Creations. It's so the discount it'll be at the checkout. So yes, this patch is 35% off. When you go to checkout, it'll automatically be applied to your order. So you'll see it like when you go to checkout, it should be if you scroll down to the bottom, it should say discounts applied, and then you'll see it at the end. But it's 35% off the entire site. So anything you add to the cart will be 35% off. Sandpaper, okay. I have a lot of sandpaper at the house because my kids be tearing up my walls, y'all. So I actually have a sander at my house because I learned how to repair the holes myself. Like Levi, y'all, Levi got a scooter. He runs up and down the hallway. But yeah, I had to learn how to repair drywall holes. So I do have a lot of sandpaper at home. Maybe I'll bring a sheet up here. Krisha, I use Embroidery. So I have Embroidery. I have Stitch Artist 3. I think, I'll ask my member this in the members tab, but I was thinking about because I kind of learned a new way of doing applique that I like way better than just pushing the applique button in Embroidery. And I think I might do a members video about that or a members live or something. Or maybe I'll do no, I don't know if I'll do a class. Y'all, I keep saying I'm gonna do a class. So Clarence is in his Clarence sells Medicare insurance, and the Medicare open enrollment season is October 15th through December 7th. So Clarence has been very, very busy. But he's done on the 7th, and then we go out of town on the 9th. We're taking the kids to the Mall of America in Minnesota. So I think after that, I'm thinking I might do a class. What do you guys want a class on? Everybody's always asking me for classes. I think I will do one before the New Year. So like the week between Christmas and New Year's. Oh, Am I out of bobbin? No. Yes, who like the video underneath the ad. Hey, everybody popping in. I appreciate y'all for being here. So, for those that are just now popping in, I have an order over on the embroidery machine. I'll add it to the stage. We're working on an order. I have an order over there, and then we got the patch going. It's doing the satin stitch now, and it looks amazing. Let me see if I can bring y'all in. I don't know if y'all can see it. Y'all probably can't see it. You know what? I wanna record. You know what I'm gonna start doing, y'all? Recording during my live. So this was a phone I had. Well, it was CJ's, and I just reset it today because I was on Patrice's members live yesterday, and she was talking about how she had a whole bunch of phones, and then I was like, you know what? I have a drawer full of phones. I need to go get them and see which ones I can use. And I found this one. So it's an iPhone. I don't even know what number this is, but it's like a Wi-Fi only. There's no service on it or anything. It was CJ's before he got the phone that he has now. And then before that, it was mine. So let's see. I don't know. This video might be a little, it's an older phone. Why is my flash not working? There we go. Y'all, it was yellow. How much are your classes per month? I haven't done any classes, so I'm not sure how I would price them just yet. Um, I don't know. I don't know if I like that quality. I don't know. This is so most of the phones were older than this, and the cameras were like way worse. Out of all the phones, this one had the best camera, so I went with this one. But I think moving forward, because what I do, I always upgrade my phones like quick after like a year. Um, and so because of that, the way that our plan is set up, they're not fully paid off. So I do turn them in. But I think what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to hold off on the upgrades until I pay it off. That way I can keep it and then do it that way. don't know. It looks okay. It's not terrible, but my phone is definitely better. I will say that. I'll play with it and see if I can get a better picture. When my embroidery machines are doing their thing and I don't even know what to do. Like, what do I do? It's almost like, you know, when the kids are like acting really, really good and you're kind of like waiting for the shoe to drop or the other shoe to drop. And you're like, who's going to be the first one to act up? Both of my embroidery machines are going good. Like, who's going to act up first? Is anybody going to act up at all? What do I do? What do I do with my hands while the embroidery machines are going? Hey, Courtney, how are you? All of my old phones are Galaxies and the cameras. So Galaxies, I know for a lot of people who are iPhone users don't want to hear this, but Galaxies do have also, I wish I could see if my husband was listening because ain't nobody trying to hear his mouth. But Galaxies do have the superior cameras. That looks so good. I don't want to take it off. I'm not gonna take it off. Y'all just gonna have to wait because I can't risk. Didn't I tell y'all that I always forget to do the glitter? And what I do? I forgot to do the glitter. I don't know what it is about that first layer of glitter, but I forget it every single time. And I forgot it. So now my backing is about to just be filled because I forget. I freaking forgot it again. And y'all let me forget it. Y'all ain't said nothing. Y'all ain't said nothing. Y'all just sitting there chit-chatting right along with me. But now I'm just switching the thread to blue. I don't know what it is about that first layer, y'all. I forget the glitter every time. Now see, my Poolin machine is acting really good and I'm messing up. I forgot the glitter. I'm not gonna forget it now. So I'm putting the glitter down now, even though the first stitch it does is gonna be the placement. So this is the placement for the inside now. That is going to say pray. So Courtney, this is an older phone that I have. I was trying to use it for, oh, this is a X, I can't say the XS Max. Why do they do that? XS Max. That's the kind of phone this is. But I had this old phone in my drawer that I was trying to just kind of have as a way to record because I also put a different Apple ID on here. So for storage purposes, like if I want to record a short or something, because this is a different Apple ID than the actual phone I use, I can just airdrop things to myself. So just trying to have another phone to use for recording, for shorts, reels, whatever. Something ain't looking right. Hold on. Oh don't know. Everything looks fine. It's just these long jump stitches. I hate that. And I did shorten them. So I remember last week Shamika told me how to make them shorter. And they are shorter. So they don't get tangled as much. But I'm just used to, because my buy, I really don't ever have jump stitches at all on my buy machine. So I just get a little OCD with the jump stitches. But since I shortened them, they're definitely not as bad. I love Samsung phones too. Yep, I have a this phone right here that's recording over there or streaming over there is my Samsung S25. I think it's a 25. And it has a really good camera. I will say that. It's definitely better than my iPhone. I have an iPhone 16 Pro Max and I have the Samsung or the Android, I don't know, is that the same thing? Android S25. And the S25 definitely has a better camera. My Virgo file is done over there, so I'm about to go grab it. Anything S10 and up. Okay. I'll definitely keep that in mind. Try using the filter. Yeah, I'm going to play around with the camera options to see what's going on. Oh my goodness. Ernest just sent me a picture of the busted pipes in our backyard. I'm glad it busted in the backyard and not in the basement. Because again, he been trying to oh my goodness. Y'all look at this. Water just shooting out from the pipe. I don't know if y'all will be able to see it. Yeah. Sounds like a husband problem. I don't have time for none of that. I'll give you that, but I can't switch from an iPhone. Me either. My primary phone has to be an iPhone. Primary phone has to be an iPhone. Now, my other phone, like you can call me on it. It has a phone number, like and a line and everything. And in the case of an emergency, I do use it, but my primary phone got to be an iPhone. Alicia, you said something about the glitter. I didn't see it. Okay, I'm glad you were able to get it, Visionary. I mean, you asked me where I got it from, girl, but you didn't say, hey, put your glitter down. My mother loves her shirt. They come back to be my favorite. I'm glad you guys liked it. Can you change the camera filter? I think I can. I just got to play around with it. Yes, Courtney, so much storage. Yes, Vicky, put down your glitter. Oh my goodness. Don't forget the glitter. I forget it. I don't know why I forget it. Don't you have to pay for that water? I have no idea. Again, that sounds like a husband question. I have no idea. I believe so. Maybe. I do know our water bill out of all of our bills is the cheapest. And I know that water been shooting out of that pipe all day because I heard it wasn't this morning. When I left this morning, I left the house at 7:40 this morning to take the kids to school, and it was not doing it. I don't know when it started, but when I got home it was like 3:30 when I got home. And I heard it going off at like 3:30. And Clarence said he had been hearing it all day and he didn't know what it was. And then we left, still hearing the sound. We left and went to Zay's basketball game. And then I dropped them back off at home at 6. And it was the noise was still going on at 6. And so he finally decided to go out there around 7 to see what the noise was. And around 7, like right when I went live, or maybe 10 minutes after I went live, was when he found out it was the water shooting out that pipe. So it had been shooting out that pipe for at least 6 hours. So yeah, we probably gonna have to pay for that. Tell him to get some Flex Seal tape for that pipe. Oh, girl. I think he called somebody. I think he called somebody who got an emergency line. We got our neighborhood has something called the Nextdoor app. And you can kind of go on there, you know, and it's kind of how you communicate with your neighbors. So like I've had neighbors go on there and say like, hey, I saw a coyote in the neighborhood. You guys might want to keep your dogs and small children in the house. So I think he might have went on the Nextdoor app to see if there was somebody who could come out, because he said the water is cut off now. All right, so now I'm about to start the satin stitch on this, and we're gonna go clean up the pink sweatshirt. Can you guys hear me real good right now? Because I still have my microphone on and I'm like on the other side of the room. But I just want to know, can y'all hear me like still the same? Because if so, I'm gonna have to use this microphone every week. Or I might just go ahead and upgrade it to a nicer one too. Okay. You know what? I might go ahead and just keep this microphone then. Let me see. I'm gonna remove that one. Okay. Might have to go ahead and add in the microphone permanently, because it's a lot easier than having to mute the computer, mute the iPad, then turn on this, then mute that, then mute this, then, you know what I'm saying? I just plug my microphone into my iPad. And can you guys still hear me? I hope you can still hear me. There's an echo? Okay. Is there an echo? So Rondria, he said that it was messing with the water pressure. he said that because 7 o'clock is when Levi gets his bath. He said he went to turn on the bath water and the pressure, because between 3 and 7 we weren't home, and he wasn't really using the water prior to that. So he didn't realize the water pressure was messed up until 7, like right around the time I went live. He said he went to try to give Levi a bath, and the water was coming out really slow. And then he said 2 and 2 started to equal 4. The water pressure is messed up. I've been hearing a hissing sound outside the kitchen window all day. Maybe I should go investigate. You're knocking good things. Let me check my thread was shredded. I knew it was something. Let me add y'all back to this stage. I had to run over here before it tangled up in my bobbin case. Okay, no problem. Very clear with the microphone. Hey, Eve. I got the microphone from either Amazon or TikTok Shop. I want to say Amazon. I think I first saw it on the TikTok Shop, and then I went and purchased it on Amazon because I'm a little leery about buying stuff on TikTok Shop. If I don't have any choice, like I can't find it anywhere else, I'll go ahead and buy it. But I also, with this microphone, I feel like I'm not screaming. Like before, I kept feeling like I'm like screaming at y'all. I feel like I can talk regular now. I just don't know if both my microphone and the little plug-in part are charged enough. So if I randomly like start sounding weird, it's probably because one of them died. But now that I've tested it and it seems to be working great, you know, moving forward, I'll make sure they're charged up for my lives. All right. My thread started to shred a little bit. I'm going to go back some stitches because it looks a little wonky. With the Poolin, I mean, any embroidery machine, if you hear something that's like knocking, you hear like a knocking sound, baby, you better run to your machine. It really don't matter which machine you have. When you hear knocking, it's not good. But specifically, so if I hear knocking on my Poolin, it's not as bad as when I hear when I hear knocking on my buy, it's not as bad as when I hear knocking on my Poolin. When I hear knocking on the Poolin, it's 9 times out of 10 I'm about to suck my material into the bobbin case, and then when that happens, it's really hard getting the hoop off the machine without misaligning your material. So when I hear the Poolin knocking, I'm running. I don't care where I'm at. I gotta stop whatever I'm doing and figure out why it's making that noise. The buy, it don't really do it. It's not as bad, but it does it too. Still. But I think it's good now. The pipe burst because of the cold. Now, even I'm not sure. I'm not sure why the pipe burst, because all of our stuff. Now my thread broke. All right, I'm gonna bring my sweatshirt over here because I'm gonna have to keep working. Because as long as I'm sitting here, the Poolin want to act right. But when I get up and move, it want to. it don't want to act right when I get up and walk away. So I'm gonna just sit over here. Something is going on with my bobbin because I can see it peeking through. So I'm gonna go ahead and rethread this. I don't know if y'all can see right here, this white, that's the bobbin. So that means something's going on with my bobbin case. I'm gonna go ahead and change it just because it's a teeny bit left. And I know I still have a decent amount to go. So I'm just gonna go ahead and change it now, since I already have the thing off, the hoop off. With my, I know somebody's gonna look at me unwinding this and be like, girl, what are you doing? I don't know what it is, but I do have to unwind some of my bobbin. Fresh bobbin does not work well in my machine. And I don't know if it's like that for anybody else, but I do have to unwind for the Poolin. I don't have to do that for the buy, but for my Poolin, I do have to unwind my bobbin a little bit. All right, and then I'm going to rethread my blue as well, just to make sure everything is nice and the way it's supposed to be. And I'm almost out of this blue color. Y'all, it's actually like really hot in here. And I have on these Ugg boots. So Ugg boot weather, Patrice, if you're still watching, here in Michigan, it was 19 degrees this morning. I think that's why I'd be so tickled when she say it was 65 and I had to pull out my Ugg boots. Because I pulled out my Ugg boots for 19 degrees. 65, I'm wearing gym shoes. I will throw on my Asics in 65-degree weather in a heartbeat. Let's throw something on the grill weather up here. Little piece of salmon on the grill. But I'm wearing my Ugg boots now, and I think that might be why I'm hot. Okay, so I'm going back so I can go over this bobbin that was poking through, because you do not want that. Okay, so let me grab my laptop. I'm going to link my mic for y'all. Because I'm pretty sure I got it from Amazon. And it's a pretty good mic. I like it. And it comes with two of these. So this part here, there's a part that plugs into the iPad. If I take it out to show y'all, my sound is gonna mess up. But here, I'll take it out so y'all can see. So it might get a little wonky for a second. But this is the mic. So it can plug into your phone. This is the lightning part for like an iPhone, like some of the older iPhones, like the 14, I think, 15, 14, something like that. And then this is the C. And this is, I think this will plug into a computer. And this connects to this. So I'm just plugging this part into my iPad right in the Hopefully y'all can hear me and y'all hear what I'm saying. And then it comes with 2 of these. So if one dies, you can go grab the other one. But let me see if I can link it for y'all. Because I don't remember the name of it or nothing. And it really was not that expensive. Okay, so I got it from Amazon. And it's $27. Not a bad price. And like I said, I just clicked mine into my iPad. You can click it into your phone too if you have an iPhone. Even if you have a Android, it has a USB as well. So let me read this for y'all. All right, that satin stitch is looking way better. All right, can y'all hear me now? It died, which is I assumed it was going to because I hadn't charged it. And the other one is dead too. Let me know if you guys can hear me now. Okay. Yeah, the microphone died. So that's now you can see kind of what happens when it dies. It'll just, if the receiver, which is this part, the reason I had no sound was when it died, this was still plugged into my iPad. So you just won't hear anything. So moving forward, I will make sure to have both of my microphones charged before my live. But somebody asked what's the $27. It's the microphones. I linked in the description box. I got it from Amazon. It's like $27. But I linked it for y'all because I didn't know the name of it. I had a thread break. Yeah, I really think my thread breaks I get with this machine would be these godforsaken jump stitches tangling up. That's just my opinion. Hey everybody popping in. So figure I will make it a patch. Yep, it was the clip-on line. So I just put them both on the charger. They don't take that long to charge. But can y'all hear me with this going? I know I keep asking that. I swear I asked y'all at least 15 times if y'all can hear me. If I missed any questions, I know I'm behind in the chat. So if I missed any questions, I'm sorry. Go ahead and ask them now. But I want to go ahead and clean up this sweatshirt. So it's done stitching. It did the satin stitch. You guys, it's pink and silver. It's so cute. I'm about to start, because it's going to, after the new year, it's going to start, getting warmer, even though I wear sweatshirts, and I think people here in Michigan wear sweatshirts through, like, probably May, honestly. But I'm going to start adding shirts to my website, because I know those and people in hot states don't wear sweatshirts, period, if at all. But they definitely, y'all get out of what? Sweatshirt season by like the end of January? Like Florida, Texas, California, right? How long do you guys actually wear, like, is your sweatshirt season? Is it like 2 months? I wanted to move to Florida, but y'all, if I make Clarence build me this house, I think I'm gonna be stuck here in Michigan. He ain't gonna let me move. At least not till all the kids gone. Now, for sure, when the kids are gone. Or at bare minimum, I know for a fact, at bare minimum, I'm going to be a snowbird. So I'll be in Florida during the winter, and then maybe during the summer, I'll be here if, I think by that time, I don't know where my kids will be. God willing, CJ and Zay will be professional baseball and soccer players and probably won't even be in Michigan. I'm going to be that mom that goes wherever my kids go, especially if I have grandbabies. This is so pretty. I might have to make me one of this color. This is so pretty. I know it probably sounds lower because I don't have the mic. I'm sorry. Okay, this mic has a little bit of juice. The other one is on the charger too. So when this one go out, just let me know and I will switch it. Or just switch the mic out. Thank you guys. This is a large. Yes, this is a large. So I gotta trim the stabilizer on the inside. Somebody asked about my tension. Right now I have this on 15. Thank you guys. Thank you. You guys, if I miss any questions, just go ahead and ask them again. My daughter is in love with her sweatshirt. I'm so glad. I'm so glad she loves it. Thank you guys. I'm gonna try to keep up with the comments. It's snowing here. So it just got done snowing. It snowed over the weekend. We got, I don't know, we got a couple inches, maybe, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4, not that much. Pink. See, I haven't gotten around to doing the fabric prints yet. I gotta test stuff out before I just like add it to the site because I have OCD. If it's not right, you know, I don't want nobody buying it. So I said that I need a couple things. So one, I need some better scissors for my fabric. These ones are okay, but I need some like super sharp, super curved ones just to make doing fabric easier. Because, you know, with the glitter, I'm allowed to be a little bit lazy because a lot of it tears. But with fabric, it's not the same. So I gotta grab a couple of supplies to make my life a little bit easier if I'm gonna start selling some fabric print. And then, you know, another thing with the fabric is I'm scared that I'm gonna buy a fabric, right, that I like, that you guys like, that's selling, that's doing numbers and da 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 da, and then I run out and then I can't find it anymore. And now I have to say, hey, that fabric is out. We gotta go with a different fabric. I feel like that might be just, you know, a part of the business, but hey, everybody popping in. 62 in LA. That sounds amazing. $75 in Jacksonville. Dang, must be nice. Okay, satin stitch is done. It looks amazing. I really cannot believe I forgot the glitter, the silver glitter. I'm actually very upset. I know y'all can't tell, but I'm actually very upset that I forgot the stinking glitter. I saw somebody ask, can I add it? My satin stitch would be very, very thick if I did. And honestly, I would probably have a lot of thread breaks trying to add it and going over the satin stitch. So it's just kind of not even worth it. Okay. It's still, you know, cute or whatever. It just would have looked better with the silver glitter. But it doesn't look terrible with the felt. All right, now I gotta switch this to the black thread for the last part, which is the on it. I'm sorry, yeah, right on it. I'm almost out of black too. I'm not ordering these small spools. What I'm gonna do is I think I'm gonna order double of these colors in the larger spools, the candle, because I prefer those. Like I'm using these because I have them and I need to use them. But I do prefer candle thread. And if I want to use a color on my Poolin, I don't want to have to take it off my buy, because black and blue are two colors that stay on my buy. That stay on my buy machine. I don't take them off. Rarely ever. I have like a color on my 15 and 14 needle threads. Those are the ones I switch out. But typically like 1 through 13 or 1 through 12, they stay on there. They don't move. They don't come off. My 13, 14, and 15 needles get switched out if I have to switch out colors. Okay. So we are on the last part. $80 in, I want to say Kissimmee. I know that's not how you say it, but that's how I like saying it, Kissimmee. No, Poolin is not US based, but I do think they have facilities here, if I'm not mistaken. I do know, like for the buy machine, you can go pick them up at different warehouses in the US. Poolin, I'm not for sure if you can go pick up a Poolin machine. I haven't seen it, but I know you can go pick up a buy machine. The ginger scissors are excellent for, I think those are the ones I have. These ones, they're dull and kind of, they get stuck like right here. Like right here is hard to close them. So I'm not sure if they need to be oiled and sharpened, because y'all, I cut a lot of glitter. Y'all see, I do a lot of glitter. So I do think I need to oil them or something, and also sharpen them. Everybody popping in. I appreciate you guys for being here. I haven't used it. The Brothers Red, I haven't used it. I've only used Richword and Candle Thread. The Dressmaker 8-inch ones from Amazon. Okay, I'll look at those. Try WD-40 spray. Okay. I'll try all of that stuff. My laptop just died. That's fine. I don't particularly need it. Okay, so this is all, well, I like to trim off a little. So on the back for the stabilizer, like the little ties right here that kind of stick out, I like to trim those off. It just makes it look neater when the customer gets it. Now, don't trim them too low because you do not want any threads coming out. I just don't want that much sticking up. Has anybody ever been to the Mall of America? We are going next week on Tuesday. And any tips? I have no idea. I've never been there. I've never been to Minneapolis, period, or Minnesota, period. Okay, that looks good. I think the hotel we're staying at is attached to the Mall of America, if I'm not mistaken. Either that or it's like directly across the street. It's either attached to it, like you can walk into the Mall of America from the hotel, or it's right across the street, one or the other. So I know we plan on doing, because we'll be there from Tuesday to Saturday. So I know we're gonna do pretty much the whole mall. Is there anything else like outside of the mall that maybe I could take the kids to? Or is everything pretty much in the Mall of America? Okay, that's the final product. And I will probably press this tomorrow. I do have to press it because it's the HTV glitter. It will, if I sent it like this, the first time my customer washed it, it will come, the HTV will come right off. So you do have to press it. But I will probably press it tomorrow before I package it. This one's from Mall of America in October. How did you like it? What are the best walking shoes that you have? Okay. How do I get a tack down stitch? Your file should come with a tack down stitch. If you're doing applique, whatever file you're using should have a placement tack down and satin stitch. I'm always gigantic. It is. Okay, I didn't know they had a rainforest cafe. Levi loves the rainforest cafe. Mostly everything is in the mall. Okay. Great food is definitely a plus. My husband cannot stand like Great Wolf Lodge. We cannot stay at Great Wolf Lodge because we do not like the food. If somewhere does not have good food, that's like a deal breaker for us, for me and my husband specifically. Not necessarily the kids, but for me and my husband, like I will not go back somewhere if the food was nasty. Like Great Wolf Lodge, the pool area is cool. The rooms are nice for Great Wolf Lodge. The food makes me not, I will spend the money for Kalahari because Great Wolf Lodge is cheaper than Kalahari, but the food at Kalahari is better. And to me, that is just a deal breaker. We ain't been to Great Wolf Lodge in like 4 years because of the food. So the food is definitely a plus. The best place for kids at the Mall of America is the Crayola experience. Okay. See, they were kind of excited about the Universal part of it. The rides and stuff. And they have an indoor water park. Okay. That was what I needed to know for sure because I didn't know whether to pack them swimsuits or not. I was going to just in case, but now I definitely want to make sure we got our swimsuits. Okay. Patch is done. We are at almost 2 hours. So this is my normal time and we're about done. So I'm just trimming the jump stitches. Y'all, I am so mad I forgot that glitter. My goodness. I'm so mad. I am so mad. This patch would have been so fire with that glitter. I'm so upset. I'm so upset. I will say though, using this felt, like I'm kind of getting an idea for like CJ's patches, because obviously I would not use glitter on CJ's because he wants me to make him a bomber jacket. Oof, y'all, that's gonna be a project. I might do like 2 patches a night until his bomber jacket on live. I might do the bomber jacket with y'all in stages, of course. I would have to do probably 2 patches every live or something until it was done. But maybe I'll do that. I gotta order him a bomber jacket. Figure out what size he wears. I might order it like a little bit bigger. You know what would be cool though? Because I'm this kind of mom, okay? I am that mom. If I made him, because he's gonna obviously grow out of it, right? He's only 10. So, or 9. He's about to be 9 on, actually, CJ's birthday is on Monday, next Monday, a week from today. So, I gotta order his cake. That just reminded me. But like if I made this bomber jacket, right, I'm gonna buy it a little bit bigger so he can wear it for like at least hopefully a full year. We do have cold weather for a long time, so he'll get some good wear out of it. But I'm gonna make it a tiny bit bigger so he can wear it longer. But it would be really cool if I made him this bomber with like all his little favorite things when he was like 10 years old, and then I would keep it. And if he became a professional soccer player, I can put it in like a little shadow box for him. Or maybe I'll do a bomber every year for him. Assuming he doesn't, become a teenager and think that bombers are ugly or stupid. This looks so good, but I'm so mad I don't have the glitter, the silver glitter. I forgot the silver glitter, y'all. I'm so upset. Oh, thanks, Dimps Boo. Can y'all hear me now? I was just talking. What was the last thing y'all heard? Because I was talking, okay? I was running my lips. Can y'all hear me now? What? Donzel, she just called me. I know if Patrice, Demps, or Marilyn call me during a live, something ain't right. I don't even have to answer the phone to know that something is wrong with the live. But she just called me. What was the last thing y'all heard? Because I was just talking. Ooh. Do y'all know? Y'all remember last week? Who was it? Was it Patricia who said swamp people? Do y'all know? I laughed about that every morning for like 4 days. Like every morning when I was brushing my teeth, I would just bust out laughing and say swamp people. That tickled me so bad. That was so funny. But anyways, what was the last thing y'all heard? I was talking about the bomber jacket. Okay. I don't even remember what I said. I was asking a question though. So for this part here, right? I remember what I was saying. So I was saying that I've like people have already sent me emails wanting like customized patches, and I was saying that um I'll probably add it on like in January, but I need to practice more. Um I need to practice more for sure. So I'll probably take all of December, like every day since last week. I come in here and I just throw a patch on my pool and while I'm working on orders or something else or whatever, just to get the practice in. Um, and so like I even redid this one. So the one that I sent out last week as the giveaway, I actually redid that one. This was the one I made on live with y'all, but I didn't like it, so I remade it and I sent that to her. But I sent it to the winner. So I made this one a couple times, and then I made this one a couple times. So yeah, I just need to practice more. But what I was asking was, um, for this part here, right? So I'm going to put, or I would, I'm not going to do it for this patch specifically because I'm still just practicing. But um, for this part here, where you would go ahead and add the heat and bond on the back, do I peel this cutaway off or do I leave it on? Patricia, when I told him about the swamp people, he cackled just like I did. I mean, I was laying in the bed and I told him about the swamp people. And like before we go to bed, we would kind of just sit and cackle. Sometimes we'll scroll on TikTok and show each other TikToks and cackle or whatever. But I had actually forgot about it. I was watching a TikTok and it was somebody was in like a bayou, and it reminded me of the swamp people comment, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta tell you about this, because he was just as flabbergasted about the turtles as I was. So I was like, I gotta tell you about this comment on my live. And when I said swamp people, he let out a hearty chuckle. Okay. And like I said, pretty much every morning for like 4 days straight, I would just say swamp people like out loud and just be tickled. It was so funny to me. Okay, so y'all said leave it on. Okay, some say peel it off, some say leave it on. Hey, Miss Joyce, how are you? So I did get my order from Sweet and Sassy, y'all. Finally, it had just randomly showed up. Well, not randomly because I ordered it, but it did show up finally. Let me see if I can show y'all what it was. I kind of make up. So I think this was everything. So I ordered a lot of marine vinyl from Sweet and Sassy. If it's cutaway, and I think you said it was, I would leave it on. If it's oh, you know what? I'm sorry. It's tearaway. Y'all just saw me tear it off, and I said cutaway. It's tearaway. It's tearaway. I'm sorry. I think my other phone just died. Y'all, all my stuff is dying. That means it's time to go. So yeah, I did receive my order. So what I got was some white. This is white marine. And I got a lot of sheets and I got one roll. This is black marine. If tearaway, take it off. Okay. This is the mermaid marine. This is so pretty. I'm not sure what I'm gonna use it for. It's like a purple color, purple holographic. Yes, it's tearaway. This is like an iridescent. It's like mermaid marine. That's super pretty too. And then this one is, it was either dinosaur or gator. My plan was to try to do something for Gavin. So, I saw Gavin on Thanksgiving. He's so big. He is so big and he's so silly. And then I got this in a roll. This is that dinosaur one. I definitely got this one because I was going to try to do something for Gavin. He really likes dinosaurs. I just don't know what to make. I was thinking about maybe doing a pillow. Like if I embroidered the pillowcase, like something he can take off. Like, you know, those little square pillows. I'm not sure what they're called. The little throw pillows, the square throw pillows. I was thinking about doing like maybe 2 matching pillows that he can like put in his room. Like maybe do a dinosaur on it with his name. Something that he doesn't wear and won't necessarily like grow out of too quickly, that he can keep for a longer amount of time. So I was thinking about doing like that, the square pillows, embroidering the pillowcase that he can put on those pillows. What y'all think? Because I do have a dinosaur file. And I know the little zipper part, I can put it on my buy machine and I can embroider it. If it's like one of those, what do they come, like 18 by 18 or 20 by 20? Something like that. And I know most of the time they come in sets of 2. So I think I might do that and give it to him for Christmas. And I'll go ahead and put the pillowcase on the pillow. So I'll buy the pillows too and put the case on there. That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking I might just do 2 matching pillows with this one. Because this will look so good. This will look so good. I need to practice. I have the dinosaur file. I bought the dinosaur file from Sweet and Sassy Designs. So Sweet and Sassy Designs, the design website is Wendy. And then the blanks is Wendy's mom. So if you were at Applique Getaway, the blanks is her mom. And then the designs is Wendy. And so I do have the dinosaur file from Wendy. At Applique Getaway, they had the dinosaur embroidered like on a towel, like one of those hooded towels. And so I think I might put them on pillows and add his name on the bottom. And just do 2 matching pillows. The dinosaur with his name. I think I'll do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this this mermaid. This is so pretty. I might have to do something for my niece. You know what? I might do the same thing for my niece and do butterflies. Do 2 pillows for my niece with butterflies with the ooh. That might be what we do next week. Let me write this down because y'all I'm going to forget. Let me write this down. Butterfly pillows for Niecy Poo. I also want to make her a denim jacket, but I know she's going to grow out of it like really quick. So Butterfly pillows for Niecy Pooh and dinosaur pillows for Gavin. Maybe we'll do that next week. Make the pillows. I gotta order them. I gotta order the pillows and the pillowcases. But yeah, I think I want to do butterfly or maybe mermaid tails. I gotta find some files. Either butterfly or mermaid tails or something with her name. But anyways, back to the patch. Okay, so this is tearaway. So y'all say it's tearaway, so take it off. Y'all, it is vinyl and thread all over the floor. And I'm not cleaning up nothing before I leave out of here. I'm going to do what? Slam my laptop shut and roll up out of here. But we're about to get out of here. I am done. So, okay. And then for the putting the actual the heat and bond, so what do y'all do? Do y'all just press it on there and then rip it off or cut it off? It is just ripping right off. So, okay, so another question. What's better to do patches, cutaway or tearaway? Because now that I'm tearing this away, it is making my patch a little flimsy, which I guess in the grand scheme of things, because it's technically supposed to be either ironed or sewed onto whatever it is you're doing, it doesn't matter if it's flimsy, right? Or it shouldn't matter. But what do you guys think is better for patches in general, cutaway or tearaway? Because really, I don't want to do this. I would prefer to just use cutaway and then not even have to do this. Do you have a link for that marine vinyl? It's sweet and sassy blanks, I think. I think it's called Sweet and Sassy Blanks. Yeah. See, this part right here is very tedious. Press it and then trim the paper. Okay. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but... So it doesn't look terrible with the felt backing. However, I am still upset. But then you'll have to cut around the outside if you use cutaway. Press it on, then trim the paper, tear away because it will be washed. Oh, cut away. Okay. Right. So I guess your options are... Okay. So no, I don't think that would work. I was about to say, what if you... No, because you can't unhoop it. That was dumb. I was about to ask a dumb question. Yeah. So I guess the decision would be, what's more tedious? Cutting away the cutaway around the edge, or tearing off the tearaway on the back. I would have to do one of each and see which one I prefer. I feel like I might prefer just cutting around the edge. But I'll play around with it. I didn't plan on giving this one away just because it's really not that good. I mean, it's okay. But nah, I'm not going to give this away. Y'all, I actually don't have a giveaway this week. I didn't prepare one, but I will make sure I have one next week for y'all. That's all I have for this live, you guys. So this is what we did. It's vinyl everywhere on the floor. One of my orders. I still have to press it. I will do that tomorrow morning before I package it up. This pink and silver is so cute. This is so cute. I'm gonna have to do this color combination. I don't have this one yet. But there's that. And then we did the pray on it. This is in my, or it's on my website. I don't, if you're just not popping in or you missed in the beginning, I am stepping or trying to get away from Etsy. So moving forward as of today, December 1st, any designs I upload will be on my website. So all of my designs previous, like before today, are still on my Etsy, are still in my Etsy shop, but I'll slowly be removing listings from my Etsy and adding them to my website. So if you're looking for something specific and you knew it was in my Etsy shop, and then you go there one day and it's not there anymore, check my website. It's probably there. If I deleted it from Etsy, it's on my website. I won't delete it from Etsy until it is listed on my website. But yeah, I'm hoping by the end of January to pretty much be done with Etsy. Their fees are just a lot. And I tend to have a lot of issues with people like messaging me saying they never got their download, they can't download X, Y, and Z. And I don't have any control over that because it's not my, like Etsy isn't my website. Like I don't have any control over Etsy and what they do and if they sent you a message, if they didn't. So also with that being said, you know, if somebody messages me and says, oh, I didn't get my file, I have more control over it if it came from my website. So just in general, I will probably be, well, I am going to be moving towards my website more. So just an FYI, if you saw a file and you had it in your cart and then one day it's gone, go to my website and check there. But y'all, they started playing basketball. So next week, the 8th, I am probably not going to be live. I'm not for sure yet because the 8th is CJ's birthday. We're going to try to set it up to where we can celebrate his birthday on Sunday, the 7th. And then Monday, the 8th, we'll probably just do something light because on Tuesday morning, the 9th, we are leaving to go to the Mall of America. So I'm not sure yet how we're going to plan out the 8th, which is next Monday. But again, if it is CJ's birthday, if it turns out I'll have time to go live, then I will. But I don't know if I'll be live next week or not, just for that. If I don't go live, then I will see y'all the following Monday. I want to say is the 15th. Yeah, the 15th. If I don't go live next Monday, the 8th, then I should be live the 15th. But that's all I have for this live, guys. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. As always, I truly, truly appreciate it. I'm almost done myself. Satin border running around my letters. And now, don't like my colors. Red glitter first, black glitter. That probably looks cute. You're probably just being too hard on yourself. You can do silver. So if you did black first and then red, you could do gold. You could do silver. You could do white. Green, like Christmas colors, red, black, and green. We do a bunch of colors. Yeah, I'm not sure what the pipe situation is going to be when I get there. Hopefully he was able to find somebody to come fix it real quick. But y'all have a good night. I just ordered another sweatshirt. Thank you so much. Y'all, this morning I had 30 sweatshirts. I know I've gotten some more orders since I've been sitting here because I saw them come through, and I appreciate y'all so much. If you are wanting to order something, I still have 35% off until midnight tonight for Cyber Monday. I had like 30 orders this morning, Black Friday and Cyber Monday, and I appreciate y'all so much. I really, 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 really do. Y'all have no idea how much I appreciate you guys. Like 30 orders, I've never, well, I had those order books that one time, but there's only been twice where I've had some, like, you know, people support me like that. And I just, every time, like, it never gets old. It never gets old. And I appreciate y'all so much. But I anticipate getting all orders out by Friday. That is my goal. But anyways, I will maybe see you guys next week. I'm not for sure. I will let you guys know on the community tab. Definitely on the 15th. Y'all have a good night. You guys have a good rest of the week. Peace.